The movie opens in a calm suburban neighborhood, rudely shaken by a grim discovery. A mother, performing a routine check of her yard, stumbles upon a horrifying scene. Her beloved dog, gruesomely mutilated and displayed across the lawn. This macabre incident, the work of an unknown monster, sets the tone for the events to unfold. The narrative then shifts focus to two sisters, Ginger and Brigitte, who stand out in their community for their awkward nature. These siblings are now immersed in a darkly creative endeavor. They are crafting a series of morbid videos depicting various hypothetical ways they might meet their death. These disturbingly graphic scenes, designed for a school project, are startlingly screened during a class, drawing reactions that range from shock to disapproval. While the sisters wear their outcast status like a badge of honor, their teacher is openly critical of their macabre work. Later, the sisters find themselves on the school field, seeking comfort in a smoking break. It is here that they encounter Trina, a fellow student who challenges them to a game. Ginger, ever the confrontational one, accepts the challenge. However, the game quickly escalates when Trina aggressively shoves Brigitte, an act that ignites Ginger's fury. Despite Ginger's heated response, Trina, backed by her group of friends, dismisses her. This slight does not go unnoticed, and the sisters plot a vengeful scheme targeting Trina's dog. As night falls, Ginger and Brigitte, armed with a range of tools, stealthily approach Trina's house, intent on their evil plan. However, their plot takes a sudden, alarming turn. Ginger, experiencing her first menstrual cycle, unwittingly attracts the attention of the monstrous creature lurking nearby. In a terrifying sequence, the beast attacks and drags Ginger away into the darkness. Brigitte, thrown into a panic, frantically searches the forest for her sister. In a stroke of luck, she finds Ginger, injured but alive, struggling to free herself from the clutches of the monster. In a desperate bid to save her sister, Brigitte courageously intervenes, allowing them both to narrowly escape the beast's grasp. Their nightmare ends in a shocking moment as a van, driven by a local named Sam, inadvertently crashes into the creature, ending its rampage. Shaken and injured, the sisters make their way home. Among Ginger's injuries are peculiar claw marks on her shoulder, which, to their astonishment, begin to heal spontaneously. This mysterious recovery prompts Brigitte to seek insights from Sam, the van driver. He chillingly suggests that the creature they encountered was, in fact, a werewolf. In the aftermath of this harrowing experience, Ginger begins to exhibit alarming changes. To Brigitte's dismay, Ginger confides that not only have her wounds healed, but a strange growth of hair has appeared on them, hinting at a sinister and unnatural transformation. The story continues with a visit to the school doctor, where the sisters seek answers to Ginger's mysterious condition. Despite their concerns, the doctor remains unfazed, confidently dismissing any notion of something being amiss. Brigitte, troubled and seeking clarity, brings the possibility of a werewolf's involvement, but Ginger reacts, infuriated at the absurdity of such a suggestion. This disagreement escalates into a heated argument, leading to a disagreement between the sisters. In the wake of their falling out, Brigitte takes it upon herself to delve into the mystery surrounding werewolves. She immerses herself in research, poring over books and papers in a desperate search for answers. Meanwhile, Ginger's transformation becomes increasingly apparent. Her newfound popularity at school is undeniable. As she graces through the hallways, her hair dyed and dressed in alluring outfits, she captures the undivided attention of her male classmates. However, beneath this surge of confidence and allure, Ginger harbors a disturbing secret. A twitchy, little tail has begun to sprout. Concerned for her sister, Brigitte sneaks into Ginger's room under the cover of night, armed with nothing but a torchlight. Her worst fears are confirmed when she discovers the small tail protruding from Ginger's backside. Alarmed and desperate, Brigitte turns to Sam once more, seeking his guidance. To safeguard Ginger's privacy, she cleverly masks the situation, implying that she is the one experiencing these bizarre changes. Sam, in a bid to comfort and reassure her, insists that the beast they encountered is dead and poses no further threat. He then presents her with a silver ring, explaining its wild properties and dispelling evil, suggesting it might prove beneficial. As Brigitte grapples with these revelations, Ginger is busy in a passionate session with Jason, a schoolmate. This newfound relationship takes a dark turn as Ginger, now exhibiting a markedly different manner, leaves with Jason in his car. Their intimate encounter is overshadowed by a creepy development. Ginger's back bulges unnaturally, hinting at her ongoing transformation into a werewolf. Meanwhile, Brigitte waits anxiously for Ginger's return. Her fears are realized when Ginger arrives home in distress, crying and covered in blood. A shocking discovery soon follows. Ginger has killed their neighbor's dog. Resolved to take action, Brigitte decides to test Sam's theory. She attempts to pierce the silver ring into Ginger's belly, hoping for a miraculous cure, but the attempt yields no success. In the aftermath of Ginger's encounter with Jason, the consequences of her transformation become increasingly apparent. Jason begins to exhibit alarming symptoms, such as rashes on his face and blood in his urine, clear indications that he too is now infected. Meanwhile, Ginger's physical changes continue to escalate. Her tail has grown even longer. During a game at school, Brigitte is confronted with the challenge of concealing her sister's increasingly conspicuous tail. In a moment of ingenuity, she tapes it to Ginger's lap, a temporary solution to a growing problem. However, the situation quickly deteriorates when Brigitte is attacked by another girl. This incident triggers a violent reaction in Ginger, who, in a display of her altered state, furiously assaults the attacker. This aggressive outburst is a stark illustration of the drastic changes overtaking her. In their quest for a cure, the sisters seek out Sam, who recalls a potent detoxification remedy known as monstrous. This substance, believed to be capable of treating the werewolf virus, is unfortunately only available in the spring. Ginger, in a state of desperation and growing anxiety, expresses her inability to wait any longer. She is rapidly losing control, plagued by her transformation, evidenced by the tail she has grown and the dog she has killed. Moreover, Ginger's suspicions about Sam's intentions, believing his involvement stems from an attraction to Brigitte, lead to a heated confrontation, resulting in her storming out. At home, Ginger's situation worsens. While attempting to style her hair, she makes a horrifying discovery: a wolf's toe emerging from her foot. This grim realization serves as a stark reminder that her infection is relentlessly progressing. Amidst this turmoil, Trina confronts Brigitte, leading to a violent altercation that inadvertently results in Trina's death. In a panic, the sisters create a hasty cover-up, presenting the scene as part of their morbid photography project to their unsuspecting mother. They manage to hide Trina's body in the refrigerator, but their secret is short-lived as Trina's disappearance quickly becomes a matter of public concern, with missing posters appearing throughout the community. During a tense family dinner, their mother questions Ginger about her past issues with Trina, but Ginger, unable to confront the situation, abruptly leaves. Brigitte, attempting to deflect their mother's suspicions, suggests Ginger's actions were in defense of her. However, a seemingly normal discovery by their mother, a dried flower known as monstrous, ignites a flicker of hope in Brigitte. This plant could be the key to their desperately sought cure. Eager to share this revelation with Ginger, Brigitte finds her sister in a distressing state, struggling against her monstrous transformation and attempting to sever her own tail. Brigitte implores Ginger not to surrender to despair, assuring her they can overcome this nightmare together. In response to Brigitte's heartfelt pleas, Ginger ceases her self-harm, a glimmer of their enduring sisterly bond shining through the darkness of their situation. In a desperate attempt to control the situation, Brigitte takes a drastic step during the night. She locks Ginger in the bathroom to prevent any further chaos. However, this confinement only serves to exacerbate Ginger's agitation. Trapped and frantic, Ginger unleashes her fury on the bathroom door, leaving the walls covered with blood from her violent pounding. Despite Ginger's frenzied insults and pleas, Brigitte remains resolute, understanding the gravity of the situation. Determined to find a cure, Brigitte takes the monstrous flower to Sam. Together they work to create an injection from the monstrous extract, a potential antidote to the werewolf virus. After infusing the dried flower in water, they successfully fill a syringe with the solution. Brigitte grapples with the dilemma of revealing Ginger's infection to Sam, but he has already understood the truth. However, when Brigitte returns home, armed with the syringe and a glimmer of hope, she discovers that Ginger has escaped. The situation escalates when Brigitte encounters Jason, now transformed and aggressive due to his infection. In a moment of self-defense, Brigitte administers the cure to Jason, and to her relief, it proves effective, restoring him to normalcy. Brigitte's search for Ginger leads her to their school, where she finds her sister in the aftermath of another violent act. This time, the murder of a faculty member. Ginger's transformation is advancing rapidly. Her teeth have morphed into fangs. Brigitte hurriedly gathers cleaning supplies to erase the evidence of Ginger's latest deed. However, her efforts are unsuccessful, as Ginger, embracing her newfound strength, has already inflicted torture on the school cleaner. The sisters' relationship reaches a breaking point. Ginger, fully embracing her monstrous identity, attempts to turn Brigitte into a werewolf, a prospect that Brigitte strongly opposes. Feeling betrayed by her sister's rejection, Ginger departs, leaving Brigitte in a state of despair. Their mother, unaware of the true nature of the events, encounters Brigitte as she exits the school and offers her a ride to a costume party. Unbeknownst to her, Ginger's transformation into a werewolf has progressed significantly. At the party, Ginger's appearance, although alarming, goes unnoticed amid the sea of bizarre costumes. The tension between Ginger and Sam reaches a climax when Ginger, harboring resentment towards him, attempts to seduce him. Sam, however, stands firm in his rejection. Brigitte witnesses this confrontation and, in a desperate move to lead Ginger away, inflicts a wound on herself and mixes her blood with Ginger's. This act inadvertently infects her with the werewolf virus. Sam intervenes, knocking Ginger unconscious with a shovel. Frustrated by Sam's impulsive action, Brigitte explains that the remaining antidote was used on Jason and the rest of the Munchen is at their home. The only way to save Ginger now is to administer the antidote there. With Ginger unconscious, they have no choice but to transport her in Sam's van, hoping to reach home in time to cure her. The tense journey back to their home is marked by alarming developments. In the backseat of the car, Ginger's condition rapidly deteriorates. She begins to spit out blood and convulses with intense force, her claws shredding through the bag that confines her. Unaware of the chaos unfolding behind them, Brigitte and Sam focus on reaching their destination safely. Upon arrival, Ginger, now in a frenzied state, bolts into the house. Brigitte and Sam cautiously follow, aware of the danger that lies ahead. Inside, the house is filled with darkness, the walls scarred with the marks of Ginger's claws. Using only the dim light of a torch, Brigitte and Sam hurriedly gather the necessary materials and tools to create the Munchen antidote. Once prepared, Sam suggests a plan. He will enter the room first with the syringe, while Brigitte leads Ginger to him. However, their plan quickly unravels. As soon as Sam opens the door, he is violently ambushed by Ginger. Brigitte, summoning all her courage, picks up the dropped syringe and begins a frantic search for Sam. She finds him at the end of the hallway, grievously wounded and near death, with her increasingly aggressive werewolf sister nearby. In a desperate attempt to appease Ginger and convince her of their sisterhood, Brigitte dips her finger in the pool of blood and drinks it. The taste, however, is unbearable, and she spits it out. This reaction provokes the enraged werewolf, who corners Brigitte and leaps onto her. In the ensuing struggle, Brigitte's knife is accidentally plunged into the werewolf's belly, fatally wounding Ginger. The loss of her sister is a devastating blow to Brigitte. Overcome with grief, tears stream down her face as she contemplates the tragic outcome. Surrounded by their childhood photos, an emotional reminder of happier times, Brigitte is consumed by sorrow for her inability to save Ginger. The movie concludes with this heart-wrenching scene, capturing the depth of Brigitte's loss and the tragic end of their journey. Did this story spook you out? Let us know in the comments below. For more horror movie recaps, subscribe to our channel and we will see you in the next one. Fear awaits you.